In this video, I'll explain step by step on how to book Hyatt hotels with credit card points. I wanted to make this video to show you the whole process and explain exactly step by step on how it all works. I think this is one of the best ways you can get the most value out of your Chase points, and I've saved hundreds on my hotel stays by doing this, and I want to show you how you can do it too. I'll explain the best way to use Hyatt's website, the issues that you might run into, and how to transfer your credit card points to your Hyatt account. The first mistake that a lot of people make is that they don't have a Hyatt account when they're looking for a Hyatt hotel. By having a Hyatt account, you'll see here that you'll be able to have this use points option, and this will let you see how many points per night a hotel is. Now that you're logged in, you want to go ahead and put the location and the dates that you're staying. So in this example, I put a hotel in Atlanta and I have it booked for 2 nights, and you want to make sure that when you're searching, you see this use points feature checked. Once the page loads, you should see a view similar to this. On the left hand side, you see a list of different hotels, and you also see how many points it costs per night, as well as the cash rate. So I'll go ahead and use this hotel as an example. Once the page loads, you should see a couple of different options down here if they are available, but you can see here for these 3 different type of rooms, they're worth about 9,000 points each. At this point, you might be thinking it should only cost a total of 18,000 points since I booked it for 2 nights. The problem with that is the way the Hyatt website works is that it will always show the cheaper of the 2 nights here. So even though it says 9,000 points for one room, that might be only for 1 night. And the only way to determine the actual price is to use this points calendar feature here. You can see here that actually for Thursday night, it costs 12,000 points, and then on Friday night, it only costs 9,000 points. So instead of the 18,000 points that you would think, it actually costs 21,000 points. This is something I don't like about the Hyatt website. I wish on the previous page it showed the cost per night, but as long as you use this calendar feature, you should be able to get the total estimate here. Even if you didn't use the points calendar, you would know there's an issue when you try to book the room. For example, if I go ahead and click on this queen bed, I have some points here, but you can see if you total these two up, that's a total of 21,000 and not 18,000 points. This is an issue you might run into the very first time you book a Hyatt hotel, but as long as you remember to use the points calendar feature, then you should be able to avoid this issue in the future. Now that you know exactly how many Hyatt points you need, I'll show you step by step on exactly how to transfer your Chase credit card points into your Hyatt account. Something I want to point out is that you have to have at least the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Reserve to be able to transfer your Chase points into your Hyatt account. You can see here, if you only have the Chase Freedom Unlimited or the Freedom Flex, you don't have the ability to transfer your Chase points into your Hyatt account. That is one of the perks of getting the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Reserve, and once you get that card, you will then be able to combine your points from either of these 2 cards into your Chase account. Once you're logged into your Chase account, click on the rewards section here and click on the arrow. And then from there, you want to click on the travel tab and then click on transfer points to partners. And then from here, go ahead and scroll down until you see Hyatt. Once you click on Hyatt, your screen should look similar to this. It might look a little different since I've already connected my Chase account to my Hyatt account, but if you scroll down, you should see a place where you can link your account. To get your Hyatt account number, go back to the Hyatt website and then click on your name in the top right, and then you want to make sure you grab it from here. It should be under where it says member since so-and-so date. Once you have your Hyatt account number, go ahead and type it here and then click on next. Here is where we'll put how many points we want to transfer. So I'll use 1,000 as an example and I'll click next. And at this final screen, this is a confirmation page of where how many points you're going to transfer over to your Hyatt account. So you just want to make sure that this is correct. I do want to point out that once you transfer these points into your Hyatt account, you can't go back. So you want to make sure that this is the correct amount. I'll go ahead and click submit. And once you do that, it will take a couple seconds to load, but it should say that your point transfer is in progress. It says it might take up to 7 business days, but usually from my experience, it's pretty fast. So I'll go back to my Hyatt account, and you can see here I have 616 points. If I refresh, hopefully it should be there. You can see here the 1,000 points transferred over pretty quickly, and if you don't see your new points in your account, I would log out and then log back in, and you should hopefully see your points there. If not, if it's your first time transferring, it might just take a couple extra minutes, but you should be good to go. Now that your Hyatt points are in your account, you should be able to book the hotel room that you were looking at earlier. So go ahead and click on the room type, and then you shouldn't receive the same error that I did. And then from there, you should be able to get to the final confirmation page. You just want to double check the details, but if it looks good, then you're good to go. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more.